Okay, welcome back as we continue the map, Valley of Death. We have had a somewhat messy start. This Sorceress faction is probably the faction I play the least, and it's definitely the faction I'm least comfortable with. But we do have something of a plan. We're using Agar to attempt to bait in the green hero. Hopefully he will come back. Hopefully he won't be able to reach Agar, and hopefully he'll come through to attack this town, which can still be upgraded slightly further. We've also got Vitorna, who is supposed to be picking things up. I guess we've already visited everything for this week. There might be a couple of other things we could go to. Air Summoning Altar. Having somewhat unpleasant flashbacks looking at that pack of elves just there. But we don't really have too much else to do on this particular turn. 2,500 left in the bank. I think we will just end this turn here unless there's something I'm missing. Not sure why I didn't end the turn previously, but yeah, we're going to end the turn there. Just check that we have same speed in all of our units. Okay, let's see what happens. So, wow, okay, so green does come back, but he can't quite reach us. So we're going to try and pull him through the lith, and hopefully he'll be unwise enough to attack the town. So we have 2 days left of the week. This is day 6, so we could go Pen into Cliff Nest, or we could go Well into possibly Ivory Tower. So Ivory Tower is... it's slightly questionable because, of course, it costs the mercury that we potentially need to build the red tower, or even upgrade the Stonehenge. So I'm not sure if I definitely want to go for that. We do actually have a pretty good amount of gems. Of course, we have leprechauns, we have mystical gardens even. We have mystical gardens, we have the potential to get a gem mine if we go back to the northwest, have to take on lots of wolves. Obviously a little bit difficult to do. I think my plan for this part is I want to try and take on green, and I want to try and take on his lands because we're not strong enough to take on red otherwise. I've done a little bit more research on this map, having been slightly unclear on what to do next, and this is actually one of those maps where you can beat it in about 10 days. I've obviously failed to do that, but it's one of those maps where you kind of have to cheese it a bit. Actually, it is one of those maps where you can recruit ghosts, but the ghosts are in the desert, which is slightly concerning because if red has access to recruitable ghosts, then it's probably just game over no matter what we do. But nothing we can do except play on, and I think I'm kind of talking myself into Pen into Cliff Nest, but I think Magi would be really good against this particular composition. So I'm going to go for the Well, and I think we will then go into Ivory Tower. Okay, so in terms of things Vitorna can do, I think we want to get a bit more gold again as soon as possible, so I think we move up towards the windmill. Focus our spending on the wizard town. Dimitri is going to go and grab this. And let's get some extra knowledge too, and then we can also go up and grab a few sprites, grab a few extra halflings from the halfling hole just there. Okay, let's end the turn there. Okay. So green goes back. That's actually quite frustrating. I really did want him to come and attack us. I'm assuming he used all of his movement points and went in the opposite direction, so I don't want to go too close. I think if we go not quite as far as we could go, that gives us a bit of freedom. If Agar does get attacked, he could retreat, but he's not actually good enough to actually hang on to. Okay, Vitorna goes up to this. I guess we could also grab some dwarves. That should be fine to do, we can bring them back. It is going to slow us down a bit, but 12 dwarves is not a bad amount. We also have a few dwarves in this town we can pick up if we want to. Dimitri is going to go and park himself on this. So 8 halflings, we should be able to get 8 more next turn, although I'm not sure we can actually reach Luna. I do want to go probably aggressive with Luna next turn, but we're going to want a full batch of new units. So with it being day 7, I think now is the time to go for Ivory Tower. We can grab ourselves a couple of Magi who do have fast speed, which is the best of anything we've tried so far. So let's put everything else back in the garrison. And I think that's going to have to do. So we'll see if he comes back. I'm sure he will. Yep, he does, and he can't quite reach us, and that is painful. Month of the Rock, we had the ability to do it if we went pen into Cliff Nest, but we haven't. So, just got to accept that now. Okay, so 6 of these, 34 more of these. We go for a split like this, this should be okay. So we've got another 1,000 left to spend. Dimitri is going to pick up 8 more halflings, bring those down. And Luna. Are we going to be strong enough to pull this off? So another option is we could go for something like 5 sprites and just go hit and run. But I think with the 6 extra magi, the extra halflings, and our better spellcasting, Phineas shouldn't have too much in theory. He does have much better stats than us, but oh, he's actually not their strongest anymore. That's concerning. Okay. Well, I definitely do want to try and hold down that gold mine if I can. So I think we go through. Yeah, we go through here. We will... Well, we've actually trapped ourselves. I think we have to run past Phineas in that case. Try and scout this out a bit. Okay. So there's Atlas just there, who is pretty weak, but he's still stronger than us. Okay, well... We're gonna have to make do, we're pretty much stuck. If we tuck ourselves in here, we can at least see a bit more of the desert, which should hopefully reveal a bit more of what Red is up to. We go back to this town. I don't think we do go for the pen, I think we try to hold on to our resources for a little bit longer. So a few more dwarves show up, and we can grab a few more from here too, and then let's start moving back down. Grab the usual weekly resources. Check these two, which are pretty weak, so 40 peasants, obviously we won't go for that, obviously we won't go for 8 centaurs and 2 gargoyles. Nothing particularly great there. I guess I should have maybe gone to the hill fort. That probably does make sense. I think 20 battle dwarves will do a good job against the sprites, for example. Pack of rocks there can be ignored. They could actually help us beat the gargoyles, which is probably the key thing we should do. Okay, so I'm guessing Phineas is going to chase Agar down. That's going to be the end of Agar, but we'll just have to accept that. Yep, so no surprises there. See if we can cast a few spells before we get down. So 28 spell points. Unfortunately, our best spell is Magic Arrow, which does 40 points of damage, which is actually enough to kill off 1 more troll per turn. But he has 2 range units, so at best we might survive 1 more round. Not casting any spells. Not sure why I did that. Better off going for these, I guess. Okay, that is the end of that. So, magic arrow into these once again. Second one goes down. No point surrendering, let's just retreat. And I'm guessing that is the best hero. Yep, Ariel. She's still beatable though. But if these combine units, that becomes a big problem, and it looks like we can't really block them off. This guy can't really get close enough either. What are her stats looking like? So she's not too great in terms of might. She has lower defense. But yeah, Ariel unfortunately can't really reach anyone. These 3 combine. Wait. Oh, it's these 2. If these 2 combine, so the ogre's probably double. Several war trolls, a few war trolls. The rest of the stuff doesn't combine too easily, so several earth elementals, a pack of fire elementals. She'll have to make a choice between the 2. I could try and take the town and then build a fort, but we need a lot more wood for that. I should, I think, take the gold mine. And if they want to come back and attack me, that's fine. Alright, Dimitri moves across to the west. We'll move a little bit closer to this. Back to this town. I think we stay as we are for now. We upgrade to the Battle Dwarves, and I think just a big stack of 20 should get the job done. A little bit worried about my Gargoyle, which will almost certainly be killed, but I don't really have... Oh wow, okay. Thought this would be enough. This has not quite gone to plan. We can slow one, so at the moment we can be attacked by 3 stacks at once, so slowing one doesn't actually achieve too much. Probably better off blessing. So we'll go for a block. Unsurprisingly, that stack does go straight down. 5 gargoyles for the attack. Obviously we'll get weaker as we get thinned out. Go for this stack first. Okay, so spell options, we do have magic arrow if we want to. I think we're gonna have to. So it's going to be a total of 4 kills. I think we go for the 7. Okay, the good news is we definitely win. Yeah, so Bless making a pretty huge difference there. We do take that one final loss, that sucks. Okay, let's go for Advanced Wisdom. Let's grab this, and I forgot actually, we do have the option of potentially going for the Ultimate Artifact. I'm going to go for Gold, because Gold is still a serious problem. But yeah, we do have the option of Digging. I'm pretty sure it's around here. Unfortunately, there is a pack of rocks potentially right in the way. I think we do go for the Pen, because it's fairly cheap, and we might need all the defense we can get. And as for this town... So we still need another 10 Mercury to go for the Red Tower. I think we should stay put and wait for that. Okay, so they do come to attack us, and they have combined their forces into a stronger force. Okay, how are we going to handle this? So it's still Phineas. He has got slightly stronger. His attack's gone up. 10 of these now. So our Lightning Bolt does 200 points of damage, which is going to kill 5 off. I think we have to go for that. Then I think we weaken these, because they come in pretty soon, although Cyclops could as well. But Cyclops are a better choice for the Lightning Bolt because they have higher defense. I'm gonna try going for these. Oh wow. 42 halflings go down to that attack. Okay, we do at least manage to successfully block. Situation's not looking good. Try and weaken these some more. So the good news is he's not going for spells. We want these out of the picture. These are probably the next biggest threat, although Ogre Lords could be really bad too. Yeah, all 3 of these stacks are pretty scary. The good news is they have no range units left. Wow, 0 to 1 kills. We just have to do what we can. So they move slightly closer, but not too much. These stay defensive. These I think should probably move up because they are the least likely to be able to run away. We possibly lose the Magi here. We could try and escape. Let's have a think actually. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are 5 speed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 speed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's actually no getting away from the fire elementals. It's very difficult to get away from the Cyclops as well. So I think the Magi might be forced to stay in place. Makes it very difficult to avoid losses. Try and weaken these a bit. Okay, so next round begins. Let's Lightning Bolt the highest defense units we can, and if we go for this, we do just about kill them off, so that's great. Do we go for this attack? Get 1 kill if we do. I think we're possibly going to have to. Ah, but these can't reach. Okay, so the 4 speeds, so 1, 2, 3, 4, they can actually reach the battle dwarves, so those have to move across, if they can. Yeah, that's another 18 losses, not good. Now we have to start focusing these down. So 4 speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have to try and move away. So that completely cleared out our battle dwarves. What else could we do? We could try and hold the position, hold the halflings in place. They only have 3 speed, these are 4, so trying to run away from them isn't going to work. Only the magi can get away. Let's see, 2 to 3 kills. The problem is... Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, they can reach the halflings. I think we still have to go for the attack. And then we'll try and weaken these a bit. So we can't slow. They do indeed go next, and they will indeed just go across and kill off the halflings. We absolutely have to go for lightning bolt. I guess there's a choice. So if we leave these here, that then means they actually can't reach the halflings, but it's obvious they attack the magi. But letting the magi get attacked is not necessarily that much worse than the halflings, so I think we go for this, accepting we're going to lose actually 2 magi, which is fewer than expected. Move down for a fuller block. These I think stay as they are. 0 to 1 kills. I think we don't get involved. Move slightly closer, go for the attack. Lightning bolt once again. 2 left, we can get 1 kill if we go for this, so they're going to get 1 more turn. 21 hit points left. I think we go for the attack, hope they can't kill 1 in response. They do flee. So we don't get to take anything off them, but... Oh wow. So they got right up against the green barrier, but I'm hoping that's going to hold them in place. So the good news is we can now reach Atlas, and we should be able to beat him. We've also taken out their strongest hero, so the strongest hero now is... Who is that guy again? I feel like I know his name, but I've forgotten it. Their strongest hero is not very strong at all in terms of stats. Of course, the other hero will come back. Hopefully this hero has some artifacts we can steal. No losses expected, let's accept that. Choice between ballistics and estates, we're going to go for ballistics, and we can't quite get into the town, which is okay, I guess. Do want to get my spell points back if I can. But 29 spell points left, we should probably stay fairly aggressive. We'll go for this, which reveals slightly more of the map, and yeah, it looks like it's going to be just to the north of the path that cuts across. Which would appear to be this kind of area. I wouldn't mind trying that. We of course have some reinforcements that Dimitri can bring up, so let's go ahead and do that. Not great reinforcements, but they're not nothing. And let's grab some extra resources. Then back to this town, we've got 8,000 we can spend. Let's go for the Cliff Nest, although that does cost us wood, and we do need wood pretty badly. We could go for further Mage Guild upgrades, but I think we want to keep holding on for the potential Red Tower. Doesn't seem to be on track for this week. Okay, so perhaps Cliff Nest in that case. Does Cliff Nest, does the Red Tower also require wood? No, 30 ore, so we're actually short on ore as well. We at least don't need ore for the upgraded Stonehenge. We do need it for the upgraded cottage, but we shouldn't need to go for that yet. So yeah, I think we continue to build up this town. Cloud Castle is going to require the Cliff Nest, but it's actually far more affordable. It's actually quite doable this week. So, I guess needs must, we're going to start going in the wizard direction, more so than sorceress. Okay, let's end the turn there. We should have much better income now, which is great. Dimitri can bring these units up. We're going to pass the 14 halflings across, which is still not great, but it's better than what we had. And let's go for some experience. And there's actually some stuff that could be claimed to the north. We should probably follow the path and go aggressive, try and finish them off if we can. This is not the right town to check out. Ector, that's his name. Their best hero is still Ector. Let's see where this leads. Bit of extra defense there could be good. Okay, so Cloud Castle just requires a little bit more gold, which is very doable. Agar is back in the town if you want to bring him back. He does have that expert scouting, which is really nice. We could do it. It's just that he's a little bit far away now. If anything, I'd rather recruit him in this town. And I'd be more tempted just to hang on to the gold, on the assumption that we should be strong enough to take anything on. We'll certainly go for this. Does level us up. Let's go for navigation, because we do know there are ships on this map. Maybe we should get Agar. It is very useful to have a scout. Even 4 gargoyles could be pretty useful. It's a little bit frivolous, but this could actually save us. Yeah, because if nothing else, he can carry on moving across the edges and try and keep an eye on red. Okay, so not too many signs of movement. I'm going to still go for that defense boost, I think, because I want to be as strong as possible. They're going to have an extra week's worth of units, but we should still be able to deal with that. Actually quite a lot unclaimed. Halfling hole just here, so we get a few more halflings. Wow, loads more halflings. 147 now. Bit of extra knowledge there, but I think we do ignore that one because it won't give us the spell points we need. Agar comes through. And we start pushing upwards. So back in this town, we still apparently cannot afford this. Okay, we still need another 1,000 or so, but that's fine. As long as we get it by the end of the week, we still have roughly the same number of units coming in. We should try and get ourselves, I suppose, that gem mine, because we want a better source of gems in the Mystical Gardens. If we want to have any hope of getting potentially Titans at some point. Okay, so we end the turn there. Still no sign of our opponents. I think we keep following this across, and we can see them there, actually. Necromancy. That's always a bit of fun when a warlock gets that, but I don't think it helps us too much. No, I'm still gonna go for it. It's too fun not to. Okay, so we know that they're just there. We know... I'm guessing that's the return of... No, Green's best hero is still Ector. I should probably cut this hero off. Especially because there are rocks blocking my way. I should be strong enough to take this on if this isn't their best. I think we go for it. Yeah, so it's Ariel. She's back, but she's still not very strong, so this should scare her off. Frees us up to go for stuff like this. I'm not going to buy any sprites. We'll go back to this, we'll buy the Cloud Castle, which is going to give us 1 giant this week, 2 more giants the week after if we need them. Keep gathering resources. And let's see what we can do with Agar. Okay, so this is all defended, but it still tells us a bit about what red is up to. Yep, so day 6, absolutely no hope of getting the red tower this week, but possibly next week is actually achievable. So we end the turn there, and we can see... Was that a red barbarian? Yeah, there's a red barbarian there, but we can't see too much about them. Obviously, we have to chase Ariel down. Have to go straight for that. The problem is, I think Ector's going to have 1 week's worth of full barbarian units, so by next week he's going to have another one of those. So he's going to have 2 weeks of barbarian units. So 4 Cyclops. We haven't got too much stronger in the meantime, but we can't let Ariel go, we have to chase her down. So that seems probably fairly inevitable. Go back for the idol. And we can still get past without taking on the rocks, which I think is my preference. Actually do have access to a gem mine just there. Okay, let's scout slightly further. I think Agar gets ready to go for the halflings. Dimitri continues to scout in this direction. Okay, that all seems fine. Need to pick up some faster units, I think, but for now we're just going to stay in place. I think all of these heroes are in about the right place. If we go to this, there's not really anything we can recruit this turn or build this turn that's worth doing. We are very close to being able to, actually really close. If we sat ourselves on, well, we still need 30 ore, so yeah, there's no way we can make Red Tower work this turn, but next week it should actually be doable. Gonna end the turn there, as green does come through, and wow, red comes through. Red comes through with, oh wow, okay. There might not be a way to do this. Either that or we're gonna have to cat and mouse for a long time. Okay, 5 more halflings, it's not really much, but it's better than nothing. So that is their best hero, so that pretty much means this town is surely screwed. He could also come after this town. Basically, he can take whatever he likes, we can't do anything about that. This might not be winnable. But I think if we can take what we can, that will help. There's Ector. Okay, let's shut him down before he gets this week's units. Wow, we're actually expected to lose. I'm really surprised by that. So, 10 spell points. So we really just have to deal with the units. We should of course focus down the likes of these. Unfortunately, these do get to move before our halflings, so we're going to take heavy losses. Still got to focus on them though. So 1 war troll is enough to kill off 5 halflings. This guy's stats don't seem that high, but clearly good enough. Much stronger melee units too, so yeah, we do take heavy losses there. Gotta weaken these some more. These can reach us. We don't manage to freeze them. Okay, so Lightning Bolt can kill off most of these. We should probably focus it on the stronger units. These potentially can't reach us, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they can't reach us this turn, so I think actually we want to focus down the wolves. Okay, we do lose one of those. These possibly skip their turn, although actually I think we're fine to go for this. So 4 speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't reach us even if we go and kill these off. Okay, these still just about hanging on. So these are 4 speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. They can reach us. I don't think there's anywhere we can go to stop them reaching us. We're gonna have to go for a lightning bolt on them. Does kill most of them off. Ah, crap. That was really bad, that morale. Could have really done without that. So these are far stronger than us. Well, actually, it's kind of marginal. I wonder if we're better off. Since we can't protect the halflings either way, I think we're better off just killing these off before they move. Then we go for this. Do lose another mage, but we lightning bolt these for sure. No chance of killing these off. Just gotta weaken them some more. Unsurprisingly, they go for the halflings. They do kill a lot of those off. Can these reach? Yep. Okay. So we go for this, absorb the retaliation. We do lose the stack, but we can send these up to a bit more damage. And we are pretty much out of spell points. Do I bless? 0 to 1 kills. But bless does actually work really well on these. I'm not sure we're going to be strong enough to take the town. Wow, they actually go back. Odds are massively in our favor to kill these off, so let's go for it. Oh wow. 39 damage, so they're gonna recover all of that off. That's just such a kick in the teeth. If we did 1 more damage, they would have been out. That really sucks. And now there's no chance, so we're just gonna go for these instead. This will make no difference. Yeah, they surely will have picked up... Surely will have picked up some Cyclops somewhere else. Do level up twice. But yeah, I think what realistically happens is we have to surrender or retreat at some point, go back to this town, pick up... Actually 4 giants. Which is okay, but upgraded Cloud Castle has no real hope of happening, and there's not really anything we can do against Zom. I'm gonna buy 5 of these, just in the hopes of seeing exactly what he has. Should probably check that out too. Okay, a few extra orcs up for grabs. How can we make this as painful for Zam as possible? We could go left turret, right turret, but it gets quite expensive. He could also go west. So we kind of have to know which direction is he going to go in. If he goes west, then we have to pretty much give up on this town. If he goes east, we have to give up on this town. It's a shame because we're very close to affording the Red Tower. But even if we get that, we need more than just that. I think what we really need is to hope for something like Town Portal. So we have, obviously, a good mage guild here. Actually pretty low on wood if we want to go for that. I'd like to pick up a faster unit, but we don't have many options. So these are 6 speed. We might be better off just grabbing what we can while we can, because I suspect he'll come after this hero pretty soon. Okay, we'll end the turn there. He does go after this one. Let's see what he has. 20 bone dragons. I guess that's the minimum he could have had. 16 genies. There's nothing we can do to stand up to this. So our best hope is that we can successfully run away for a long time. This guy's actually maybe strong enough to take on lots of gargoyles. Horde of pikemen, probably not. Doesn't have a spellbook. Okay, we're going to try and scout a little bit further. I'm guessing it's pretty futile. We can see their town just there. It says there are no defenders. So we actually do get to rush in and grab this. And this is hopefully their starting town. I'm not sure. No, it's definitely not. This is not great at all. But we can at least go for Mage Guild level 1. Which gives us our spell points back. Very sorely needed. Go for that for sure. And do have to be a little bit careful because if we get attacked here, obviously we can't retreat. I'll go as far east as I can, Just try and scout out slightly further, but unsurprisingly we don't learn too much. We should probably recruit what we can, just in case it makes a difference. So yeah, we'll go for these. So yeah, 5 stacks, we will have some spell points at least. I'm guessing they don't have too much to fight us with, so actually Phineas has come back. He's probably going to come through with Cyclops and other things, and we'll have to run off. Okay. So we are now unable to afford Mage Girl level 3, I think we just accept that. We want to try and avoid spending what we can. See what Zam does. So green does come through, not too surprising. Zam is actually sweeping things up. Phineas isn't looking too strong. I think we could beat that. So we've got to come through. Do we take the extra luck? I don't think it makes too much difference. I think the key thing really is he's not much of a spellcaster. We need to hit him with lightning bolts. So we do this. We're going to actually take just the elementals and 4 of these. Spread these out. So his scariest units are in the middle, the Cyclops. If anything, we want these at the top. They can go after the halflings if they want to. Okay, it thinks we're going to lose, that's not too surprising. The key thing really is, if our spellcasting is better than his spellcasting, we can go for things like Lightning Bolt, 250 points of damage. I guess we don't need to go for the Cyclops until next turn. I'm hoping he'll stay to form and still has no spellbook. So this does 100 points of damage. We'll actually kill them off. Saves us a few spell points. These are the most immediate threat, so yeah, we go for them. Maybe the sprites. But yeah, we're gonna block the elementals. These skip their turn. Ah, crap. Okay, that was the worst possible outcome. Ah, that really sucks. If they'd done 1 hit point fewer damage, we would have had at least 1 more elemental we could potentially save, although I guess the sprites are coming in regardless. But yeah, for this we want to be completely depending on spellcasting. I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna bring these back. I want the elementals to kill these off. AI is smart enough not to fall for that. Okay, that was unfortunate. Okay, if that stack moves first, it's actually probably a good thing because that means this stack will move. We'll have to go around the 1 stack there, which is perfect for us. Should perhaps even kill these off now. Then I think we go to this corner. So yep, those can't reach us. So just checking, we do indeed get the first cast of the next round, 6 to 15 kills on those. So what we want to do is we want to kill these off, and we do actually get to move before he can, which means we steal all of his artifacts. Hopefully he has some good stuff for us. Superior Scroll of Knowledge, Dragon Sword of Dominion, Skullcap, Endless Sulphur, Spade of Necromancy, Lightning Rod, wow, okay. I'm almost tempted to go back because we get 60 more spell points. We just got even better. The Spade of Necromancy for increased Necromancy skill. That's good news for Agar, I guess. Okay, so we can at least go to here with Agar. Which hopefully reveals where the final town is. It does not, and we can see Aereo is coming back with more units. So I think we move away. Oh, there's actually a ship up there we could take. Yeah, and I think we should be able to get away with that. Just to be absolutely safe, we'll spread all of this out. Okay, so back in this town, surprisingly, we can actually afford the upgraded Cloud Castle, which means... it's debatable if we should. I think for now, what we need, because we know there is a hero on the map who's far stronger than us, what we really need is flexibility. So, we definitely go back to the town. Do we go for this first? I'm not completely trusting the movement point situation there, so I'm going to go back. Get all of our movement points back. Don't mind if we lose a few movement points for keeping those slower units on us. So we should be able to get away from Zam before he can attack us. He's definitely going to take the Sorceress Town, so absolutely no way we go for the Red Tower. If he happens to turn around and go for this instead, then perhaps that gives us something to think about, but I think our best play is to hold on to our resources. Ah, she does reach us. I was really hoping she wouldn't. So yeah, we can see she's got those 6 War Trolls, but they'll go down to 1 Lightning Bolt. Not from this hero, but from another. So this will kill 2 of these off, which is not really worth doing, I think. I think we try and kill off this stack. Okay, so 2 War Trolls go down to a Lightning Bolt, but if we Lightning Bolt those first... this sucks because it's not even that far out of Agar's reach. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we survive to the next round? I think we can. But yeah, the thing is we don't really achieve too much at this point. We might be better off just finishing off actual stacks like that. Yep, very close, but there's no way we can do it. And for now, Sam is focused on clearing the map. So we can definitely take out Ariel. The problem is that's just not a great prize. We don't have a tavern in this town. I think the good news is once we take her out, if she's still their strongest, which I assume she is, then we can pretty safely lock down this side of the map. Yeah, she's still their best. So we lose our original side of the map. This is saying we're going to lose. I don't believe that for a second. We just have to do this. And that's that done. And the lightning rod could be really important long term for this map. Ah, that sucks. Killed our fastest unit. Okay. It doesn't look like we can reach turn after next, but I think we just have to press on. So Dimitri does have a few extra units. I think we should check out what's on offer here. How many? 10 available. I think just with our spellcasting, if we assume that we've killed most of their recruitment for this week, we should be pretty safe to go in blind. Then this guy comes up. I'm pretty tempted to... Actually, of course we don't need a tavern, I'm thinking of Heroes 3. We could get Agar back again. It's expensive, but this guy is really useful. He comes with a couple of gargoyles, which are useful too. So these are 4 speed, these are 6 speed. I think actually just for the... No, it doesn't matter too much if we lose him. Shouldn't get too attached, though I kind of have. So there's an alchemist lab just there, but it's unfortunate that a load of rocks have appeared on top of it. Okay, we know roughly where the ultimate artifact is. Slightly worried that red will get it. Of course, there's no safe way we can get back to there. Could we sneak Batorna through? Seems very unlikely. There is an argument for trying to buy out some of the units in this town just to stop him from using them. I guess the unicorns, perhaps. But then again, he's going to have 5 strong stacks no matter what we do. So maybe we're better off saving our gold. We could easily spend it in places like this. Still that argument for building up the Mage Guild here. We could always... Like, there is no cheese I won't consider when the situation looks this bad. So if I have to retreat to this town just for the sake of picking up some spells, I probably would. And we can see the red tower situation looks pretty hopeless, but with that said, if he comes down and takes this, I feel like we were intended to pick a different faction because that town should not be called Bloodrain. Anyway, if he comes down and takes that, we should have at least 3 or 4 turns before he reaches this one, which gives us time to try out the Mage Guild. So yeah, I think we hold on. Hold on to our resources for now, don't make a commitment. Grab a few halflings just because. And we could start building up this town. I guess the statue should be pretty likely to pay for itself. Okay, let's see how that goes. So, Zam doesn't move too far. I fear I did see some other movements somewhere. They've actually upgraded that town, that was unexpected. Okay, so very unlikely we get through here. I think there might be extra halflings up for grabs there, but we just want to stay focused on taking what I assume is the final town. How heavily defended are we talking? That's... It's probably okay if she comes out to attack us. But otherwise I think we have to pull back. Okay, well let's grab this. Start scouting all of that out. Okay, could we make one last use of the trading post? We don't need all that crystal, although it is helpful for Cyclops, but we still don't really need it. We'll see, if he comes west it saves our other town for slightly longer. But yeah, in this town I think we hold off. Just save up resources. So he does come towards us but can't quite reach us. Annoyingly, Ariel does not come out and appears to have even strengthened a little bit. I'm assuming they've got the turrets in that town. Question is, can they kill us off quickly enough? I think they probably can. So that sucks. We gotta bring this guy across. He's at least got enough meat. It's day 6 too, so... Yeah, it's really important that we take that town on before the start of next week. So we'll take all the units we can. So her morale is now bad, but as long as she gets 1 round per turn, that's really the key thing. Don't need the endless pouch of sulfur. Yeah, that should be enough meat. Can we upgrade anything here? I think we can. I think the ogres will get upgraded. But can we still reach? Slightly misclick there. Yeah, let's check this out. Okay, we can see a yellow tent there, we can see some extra mercury too. We definitely do want that. So we are going to try to run away in this direction. There's no way it works. Yeah, because he's blocking the way through to the east, so I don't really know what we can do. I don't want to bring him towards that other town. How many of these are available? 21. If he takes those, he takes them. So her spellcasting is not great. I think she does have magic arrow at least. Yep, so we can do a small amount of damage before we go down. But it's pretty screwed. In this town, I'm going to try and save my wood. So we'll just go for the den. Okay, no surprises there. Of course, they have 5 units that can kill you off immediately, so... I would have been better off spreading out the dwarves, perhaps, although I'm not really sure. Anyway, the Torn is gone. We can see quite a few red heroes moving around, but not sure any that we can actually look at. Okay, so there's Rathmont. Just check this hasn't got any stronger, which it hasn't. Okay, so do we have enough movement points to make this work? I think we do. So we take the orcs. Nothing else can be upgraded. We go to this. They get upgraded. We go back. Pass these back. Swap these round. Now we go up. And we take on aerial. And even with the turrets, we should still be strong enough to win this. So 4 Cyclops in total, not too surprising. This is day 7 too, so this is a really important day to go for this. And she doesn't have turrets, and she wastes her spell points buffing these just as we kill them. Now the way through is open, in theory, but do we actually want to go in? So 4 speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we do go for these. Sprites come across. We can kill those off though. Really surprised those got to move first. Okay, well, sprites don't matter too much. We have no hope of killing these off unless we go for Lightning Bolt. I guess we could possibly go for Magic Arrow, 100 points of damage. Don't think that's enough. No, not even close. Okay, so we've got to go for Lightning Bolt. We should get her artifacts too if she has any, which she doesn't, but we've taken out green. So on the one hand, we are in a terrible position, about to lose our starting town. On the other hand, we have taken over the other side of the map. So I'm not sure if this really gives us what we need, but this is a start. There's only a level 1 Mage Guild here. Let's just grab this really quickly. Let's grab this too. Bit of extra wood is really useful, and I think we're better off just going back to the boat rather than being carried away by the option of a windmill. Okay, so we need extra speed for sure. There's going to be nothing here to recruit, I'm guessing. Actually, there are a few wolves who are pretty fast. So they'll give us a few extra movement points. 5 Cyclops still available, so actually green couldn't afford everything they needed. We are now further ahead in terms of towns. We're obviously weaker. But the big question now is, can we still thrive on this map if we're going to be spending the whole time running away from Zam? Possibly other heroes too could still be stronger than Luna, but we have at least got a foothold back in this game, so we're going to end this part here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Do check the players link in the description for all further parts, and I'll see you next time.